Shalom. My name is Lamad from the GMS. The end is near two camp. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the sincere Akim, laboring in true sincerity. Today, I have a lesson. I think I'm entitled it "Elect Are Prudent" because basically, I'll get into it. My first scripture is Colossians 3:12. All right. So this Colossians chapter 3 verse 12, it says, "Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering." All right, and what this is basically saying is that when it's saying "put on therefore as," it's talking about basically conduct yourself as the elect. All right, because a lot of times people say, how can you call yourselves the elect? But the scripture is telling us that we're supposed to basically act as if, play the part as if we're the elect. So in your everyday life, you have to basically act as if you're and the word elect coming from the word electos, which means chosen. We're supposed to act like saints of the Most High. So it says, "Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and long suffering." So we're supposed to be humble. You know, I'm gonna go into that. Humbleness of mind. It says having a humble opinion of oneself. We're not supposed to think that we're like the greatest super duper this or that or whatever. Because just like how, the people that we talk to, one thing you got to realize is like it was one time where you didn't know the truth, or you might have been, uh, you know, in that state that, the person you're talking to is in. So you got to, like, especially when you're talking to people, you got to keep that in mind. So this is, modesty, being modest. Um, Meekness, it's meekness, gentleness, mildness, uh, humility, the same, pretty much the same thing. Long suffering, of course, we're supposed to be patient in going through our afflictions. Patience, endurance, constancy, steadfastness, perseverance. We're supposed to, being there, we're going through things. We're supposed to push. Whatever we're going through, you're supposed to push through it. You know what I mean? Uh, let's see. So next scripture is Proverbs 17:10. It says, "Reproof entereth more into a man than 100 stripes unto a fool." Reproof entereth reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Because a wise man is basically a prudent man. So you're gonna be if you're wise, somebody's telling you something that's gonna benefit you, of course you're gonna listen, but the foolish, they're wisdom, they scorn the wisdom of your words, it goes in one ear and out the other. So that's why, it behooves you to be prudent, as I'm saying. This is the book of Job. It's Job 8:8. This is one of the scriptures we use. It says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the searching of their fathers." So basically, you're supposed to inquire. And one thing is, when we come into the truth is, you gotta inquire. You gotta be looking, seeking the truth. Because the majority of our people, they're not seeking the truth, so they're never gonna find it if they're not seeking for it. If they're not seeking for the Most High. You know what I mean? But only a prudent A wise person is going to do that. Of the former age, and prepare thyself to the searching of their fathers. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure brothers, when they came into the truth, they're like, why are my people like this? Why are our people like this? What can we do to change our situation? I mean, that's what you would come to the realization, you know what I'm saying, to ask questions and want to improve the condition of our people. And, you know, knowing who you are, where you come from, all that. So it says, wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of foolish is near destruction. You know what I mean? Because right now, if you're putting on as the elected of Most High, you're going to be trying to seek out knowledge, learn as many scriptures as you can, know as many breakdowns as you can. You know what I'm saying? Watch a lot of videos and learn from wise men, so you be able to break the scriptures down and explain things to the people out there when you go to the highways and byways. But the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. You know, because like the foolish, you know what I mean, they're going to be scoffers. They're going to be, you know what I'm saying, walking after their own lust. You know, their conversation is basically of the world. So basically the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High, they feel as though it does not have any benefit to them. This is Proverbs 14 and 15, one of my favorite scriptures. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. You know what I mean? And that's talking about 2/3 of our people, because they basically you know, they believe whatever they're told in this society. You know what I mean? They're African Americans, they're Latinos, they're Native Americans. They have no history. Their only salvation is to basically assimilate themselves into the society, since they was already conquered. But it says, the simple believe every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. And prudent, I rawam, crafty, cunning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Yahawashi said, be wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. Man looketh well to his going. So if you're wise, you're gonna be looking out or paying attention to what you're doing with your life, what you're doing with yourself. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. So you know what I'm saying? That's why we have our scriptures opened up. That's why we're focused on the current events, what's going on, and we know why these things are happening to us. Wisdom is before him that have understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. So your conversation is gonna be everything but the scriptures. You're gonna be in everything under the sun except the truth, the scriptures. This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Yeah, because your heart's coming from the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. He that trusteth in his own mind basically is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely shall be delivered. So walking wisely would be following the scriptures, following the godly men who set the examples and gave the record of what the Most High told them to do. That would be walking wise. Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yeah, so a prudent, like it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. A prudent man will see the RFID microchip, the imminent economic collapse, the famines, the World War III, the race riots, you know what I mean, the climate, the atmosphere that's happening within the United States and what it's going to produce through, understanding the scriptures. And they're going to hide themselves in what the secret place of the Most High. But the simple pass on and are punished. So that's why the 2/3, you know what I mean, they're not going to get the truth, and they're going to be basically, the Most High is going to basically allow them to be destroyed, judged. Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to have his angels encampeth around you and protect you if you're dwelling in his secret place, if you're doing what he expects you to do. So Revelations 2:10. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prisons, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, so basically, you know what I'm saying, we're in those times, the last days, those times. So we're saying, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So we're not supposed to be scared of, what might happen to us, or like, they had the guillotines, they had the secret government agencies that could basically, grip you up, take you, the Patriot Act, they could basically arrest you, and don't have to tell you what, don't have to try you or whatever. They'll just throw you in these secret prisons and stuff they have all over the United States, Guantanamo Bay, all that. But the scripture's saying we're not supposed to fear that. It says the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Just like how Yahawashi was faithful unto death, he fulfilled the prophecy and did what the Most High, Yahawashi, told him to do. So he's gonna have. So that's basically the same analogy that it's gonna happen to us if, Lord willing, we're the elect. All right. So with that, hope this is edifying. And like as always, all praises to Yahawashi, double honors to the elders. And shalom to all the sincere Akim keeping their garments. Shalom.